You want to destroy these scions.
No, we technically want you to help us just find them.
You don't have to do anything except help us find them. If that's all you want to do.
I don't believe that.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing?
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby and today we are back in Star Trek Resurgence. Now, when last we left our intrepid heroes, Diaz and the Trill Lady were actually trapped on an Elydian spaceship that was heading for Takan space. Now, if I remember correctly, it was also still being controlled by the Takan, but they were trying to work out a way to stop it. And all the people... Hello, Kitten. As I was about to say, at the same time, all the people on Hotari that had been turned into Takan had gotten a hold of their own Elydian battleship, which they had pretty much just turned into a Takan battleship, and they were also heading for Takan space, aka Destination Unknown, because nobody knows where that is. And yeah, Jara and the Resolute have just entered orbit around the planet where Portal 63, who is also a Takan thing, is located, and they were on their way down there to chat with him and see if maybe, just maybe, he could tell them where everybody else had gone. I gotta remember too that I need to do what Riker told us to do when it comes to Portal 63, and basically, don't BS, don't back down. So yeah, cross your fingers, hope for the best, and let's go see if we can find this dude. Okay, apparently we're gonna be Diaz first.
Prove you're worth keeping alive for a little while longer.
I cannot stop this ship any more than you could stop the tides.
Not good enough.
The impotent threats of a lower life form do not sway me. I will not bend to you. I was born 600,000 years ago. But a
I
new
am
age
thinking...
dawns today.
You know what, let's get some intel. Oh, whoop, I gotta remember the numbers.
Are you the scion of the flame?
My name is Zan Utlosa. I was born in the final days of the Age of Makto. We are all scions of the flame. Every one of us who have traveled across the bridge of time to be here for the Great Awakening. We have all sworn ourselves to the cause.
Eventually, one of you will break.
You don't understand how overmatched you truly are. This craft was nothing before we imbued it with the speed required by our mission. And the Cartabula produces enough energy to drive an entire fleet of ships like this one. But when we wake the Aphelion, we won't need a fleet.
The Aphelion?
Only then will you understand the might of the Takan Empire.
I'm starting to get a sense these guys might be like a subcult and not representative of the entire Takan race. Alright, well, anyway, more intel, please.
And when you wake the Aphelion, what are you going to do with it?
Anything we want.
Come on! This goes from bad to worse unless you do what they say.
It's coming alive.
You can't stop the ship.
Then he will. Or we cut off his hands and use them ourselves.
The moment I reduce speed or change our heading, the others will know. First, they'll just resume course from elsewhere. Trivial matter. And then, they will come here. For you, this is a dead end.
Well, I tell you what, I have a sneaking feeling, Takan or not Takan, they are probably still allergic to phaser blasts, so yeah, we can deal with that.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Not if they're just going to start it again.
So you believe him?
I'm not sure.
Why would you tell us all this?
I tell you, because I value my own life. When my fellow scions come, and they will come, I expect you'll all act like the savages you are, and a battle will ensue. We've all died once. I don't intend to do so again. I won't touch those controls. If you want to get us killed, do it yourselves.
You fear death. There's a way to stop this ship for good, and he knows how. He just needs more pressure.
What kind of pressure?
We hurt him, he'll talk. Trust me.
That's against Starfleet protocol.
You're not on a Starfleet ship. Your protocol does not apply. We take the action that will lead to our victory. Don't assume your moral code takes precedence above all others.
You know what? I mean, technically, this is kind of his area of expertise, so yeah, let's go for the Jack Bauer method.
I get the impression you know how to make people talk. Think you can break his arm?
No, don't!
Oh.
What the hell, Carter? We don't torture people. Did you forget what uniform you're wearing? What it stands for? This isn't like you.
Yeah, well, darling, I don't know if you noticed, but we don't have a whole lot of options left. And I mean, quite frankly, I didn't do it, he did. So, I kind of hate to be snarky at her, but I mean, end of the day, the dude will live.
He'll live. Isn't that what you want?
Don't you twist my words like that.
I have only just begun.
Stop, please! Wait! The warp cores. Our technology is amplifying the ship's output, and it still relies on the warp cores to provide plasma to the engines. Disable those, and the ship grinds to a halt.
Sabotage.
This displays for all life forms on the ship. This is where the infiltrators are, the central artery of ship systems, sensors, propulsion, weapons. And this is engineering.
It's deserted.
If I can get us there, can you cripple my ship? Not something I'd normally ask, but I'm coming around to it.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, sure.
I got this. I'm an engineer. This is my territory.
Then we'll follow your lead.
This plan of yours has one problem. It strands us. Left out of the fight when there is a war going on.
Our fight is here, now. This is how we do the most good. For the Empire.
For the Empire.
So, Carter, you didn't beam out after all.
Uh-oh, it's the missus.
I thought you'd escaped when we boarded. I'd almost hoped you'd made it off. And Nilly's there with you too, right? It's good you two are together.
Oh, you know what? I'm not going to respond.
I know you're here, Carter. Your technology is so simple to us. You're not a fighter. I know it. You know it. That's why you're hiding. Somewhere on this ship. But the Takan Empire has so much to offer you. Think of all the knowledge lost for 500,000 years that you'd have access to. I know you want more from life, and I want to show you what you could be a part of. Not just the wonders you've already seen from us. In our time, we had the power to move stars.
Okay, so they're not all powerful. She doesn't actually know where we are.
And a part of you would remain to experience the things I can show you.
I hate to say it. It's not the love interest, this is the Takan, and the Takan does not know who we are.
You have Miranda's voice, but you're not her. And you don't know me.
Of course I do. I remember everything. I remember us. So I'll just explain the reality of what you're up against. Every one of us on this crusade has fought wars more brutal and consuming than you could fathom. But I want to reach a peaceful resolution to this. Carter, we have a plan for you. And for the others, too. We don't want to have to destroy you.
Okay, so we're either going to be pod people or slaves. I mean, that will be peaceful, you're not lying. I hate to say it, we're in for a penny, in for a pound here.
You think there's some sort of compromise to be had here? After all you've done? The only end of this is when you surrender.
After all we've done? You can't think we'd give up now. We can continue this conversation in person. I'll see you on the bridge very soon. Our
comm badges. She's tracking our location with them.
If we have to use force to free our fellow Scions, there will be casualties.
We can't stay here. And we need to disable the transmitters.
Where'd you go? You don't want to talk to me?
She's trying to keep you talking.
I mean, I get it.
Oh, yeah, you
But
know
I'm
what?
trying to help you.
Bye. I have always said you never want to actually yell at me over a device that has a button that makes you go away.
Got it.
Mine's done too.
Time to hit the road.
You've forgotten something. They know where we're going.
Oh, hello. I didn't tell you to do
Set to
that.
stun. You're not going to shoot a guy who's unconscious, are you?
You keep getting in my way.
You already broke his arm. What more do you want to do?
I want to eliminate loose ends.
And I did that for you.
Okay, look, we're on the same side, okay? Just
You
everybody
two
chill.
forget you're on the same side? Come on! Now let's move it.
Yeah, we got shit to do. We don't have time for this.
Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
Unlike Riker's team, we beamed down without a problem.
It's quiet.
Portal has to know we're here.
If he won't come to us, we'll go to him. Spread out.
Now, you just know I am actually going to go look up that episode and find out if they actually reproduced the set piece from that episode where he showed up. I mean, from my memory, this absolutely looks just like it. So it wouldn't be surprising. Okay, what do we got? We got a thing there, thing there, thing there. It wants us to use the tricorder. Well, let's start over here first, and let's see what's going on with that.
Burn marks.
The report mentioned phaser fire being redirected toward these strange crystals.
It also mentioned Portal calling down lightning bolts.
Better keep our guards up.
Okay, so that does tie into the original show. Okay, how about the bush?
Already gave it a scan. Dead. Whole planet feels like it's been turned to stone.
Okay, well, thank you for the heads up. I'll talk to you in a second. I think I probably want to go see the rest of these things first. Okay, what do we got? Overhang.
If I recall right, Geordi LaForge transported in here, hanging upside down.
I guess we're lucky we were spared the indignity.
Okay, they really are playing all the greatest hits today. So that leaves talking to the doctor and talking to Mr. Grumpy Pants. Alright, Commander Sourpuss, what do you got?
Anything unusual, Commander?
It's all unusual, to be honest. We've precious little data on this planet, so brief was Captain Riker's visit. Anything he didn't see himself is a total unknown.
We deal with unknowns all the time. Part of the job.
I'm accustomed to dealing with the unknown from my station on the bridge.
God, every time I think his personality can't get any worse, it does. Alright, Doc, what do you have to say?
Doctor?
Commander, keeping an eye on those duridium levels? Good. Last thing we need are your cells destabilizing on a hostile alien planet.
Alright, now it wants me to do the tricorder, so... I was actually guessing it was going to be those crystals, but apparently I was wrong. What do you want me to scan? Oh, hello, there's a... Oh, never mind, that's actually her. Okay, what am I supposed to be scanning here? Can I actually change the input thing? No, I cannot. Aha! Hold that thought. I think I figured it out.
These crystals are dormant.
Riker's report said they were glowing, that they served as energy collectors. It could be a good sign they're inactive. The Guardian of the Takan doesn't have his guard up.
Okay. I'm trying to think what else it might want me to scan here. Oh, and apologies in advance if you guys hear a bunch of clanging and banging in the background. They are actually doing roadworks on the intersection just down the street, and there's very little I can do about it right now. So I'm going to do my best to edit it out, but I'm probably going to miss one here and there. Alright, let's head across the bridge and see if there's something over there to scan.
This is where Portal 6-3 projected his image.
He was guarding this bridge. That has to mean something.
We'll move forward when you're ready, Commander.
Alright, we'll hold that thought. I want to see if I can actually scan this bridge. I cannot.
Follow me. Ends here. Is it me, or did that path just disappear?
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
Tetrametric pulses.
Same energy as the other Takan technology.
Most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Worth a try.
You said it was right behind it, right? I feel like the middle spot is where I'm supposed to be aiming. Am I meant to be shooting the crystal?
Whoa!
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them. I felt it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
The crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint, but it's there.
With me.
Okay, I think we might have finally found the dude. In fact, here's the thought, Jara. How about we sprint?
Another dead end.
Or another illusion.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
Duval to Resolute. Beam crewman LaRue directly to medical.
I had a stinking feeling that was gonna go bad.
Is he okay?
He'll live.
No thanks
Not
to you.
all crystals work the same, it seems.
Don't fire your phasers at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Commander, I may be able to speed up the process. I can now detect many different wavelengths of radiation simply by looking. The Takan radiation is unusual, so I can't quite clear it all up, but I was able to eliminate many of the non-tetrametric crystals. Your tricorder should warn you.
That's an enormous help. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's my honor.
I was actually just sitting here thinking the tricorder worked the first time. Why didn't we use it the second time? I mean, it seems like it was a much better plan than just firing randomly. Alright, let's see if we can figure out which ones we have to scan.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
Commander!
Look at that.
Trust, but verify.
And that is the smartest
Indeed.
thing I have ever seen that guy do. Alright, bridge is real. Hello. Let's examine the chasm.
We don't have any data about what's below the surface on Delphi Ardu 4. And I don't feel a particularly strong urge to find out.
Then that makes two of us.
Alright, I saw something else over there too.
More crystals. Need a way across.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to worry about that right now. Okay, time to play Hunt the Crystal.
Good.
I have a sneaking feeling I can tell which crystal's next. Okay, well, it did say look for one on a far-off peak. I just thought it meant inside the cave, not out. Alright, it's all good, it's all good. We got there in the end.
The way's clear. Good work, Commander.
We'll make sure it's safe.
Yeah, just don't grade me on it, please. That was definitely a solid D-. Okay, time to carry on. Oh, hello.
Incredible.
The plants here are actually alive. Is this the biosignature you detected, Doctor?
No, not a match.
Okay.
Tetrametric.
Then it's creating an illusion as well.
Based on the data we have so far.
Only one thing left to do.
Oh, for God's sakes, please don't shoot the thing.
Be ready to beam us out if it turns out we're wrong.
Duval to Resolute. Lock transporter on away team.
Alright, everybody ready? On my mark. In 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Amazing.
There's nothing like this in any Federation record.
Where are the plants going?
The plants.
Barbarians. It's him.
How dare you disturb me? I'd hoped you had enough sense to leave of your own accord, but here you stand. Fools. In another time, I would have destroyed you and your ship simply for setting foot in this place. Fortunately for you, that time has passed.
Okay, showtime.
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you.
Guardian. I am guardian of nothing. The Takan no longer exist. Don't care to be reminded. If this is why you've come, then you should leave. Now.
Well, I'm gonna try honesty.
I'll cut right to it. The Takan have returned.
Returned? My people have come back? How can that be? I've been alone for so long. If it is true, how did they return?
Draconian technology made it possible. To enable the transfer of consciousness from one being to another after physical death. We call it bioforming. A group of Draconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
Oh, you don't look happy about that.
Flame.
Is something wrong?
I'd hardly call them Takan. They were a radical faction with beliefs outside the mainstream.
Okay, I was right. They are a cult.
Beliefs that lesser life forms should serve as vessels to ensure Takan immortality. You want me to help you destroy them?
Yes, please.
That's why you've come. You want to destroy these scions.
No, we technically want you to help us just find them.
You don't have to do anything except help us find them. If that's all you want to do.
I don't believe that.
They have an incredibly powerful energy source they call the Cartabula.
These scions have the Cartabula.
And they've used it as a weapon against us.
I will speak with you alone.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing?
Okay, his transport is way cooler than ours.
Where are we? Where's my team?
They're safe where we left them.
Dude, you have got to quit doing that.
That the scions have stolen the Cartabula is deeply concerning. And to be honest, I'd rather speak with you alone, Jara Rydek.
Okay, yeah, you get to boop all over the place. You're gonna make me walk. Thanks.
Your colleagues don't know what it means to be the last of one's kind. You and I are remnants of fallen civilizations. The Kobliad, the Tekon. One dying, one dead. Our species could not be more different, but we both know the meaning of loss. The others wouldn't understand. It's beyond their ability to comprehend.
I'm technically not alone in the Federation.
But I'm not alone in the Federation. I'm a part of something larger, just like your Tekon Empire was.
We are not the same.
Well, no, you're all powerful and I'm not. Okay, we're gonna play this game again, are we?
Tell me, why spend your days away from your own people when so few of them are left? Why live your life working for this federation to which the Kobliad do not even belong? And submit yourself to their authority? It makes no sense.
Yeah, well,
not by
you know
my
what?
logic.
You said stand up and be honest, so I believe in their principles.
The Federation isn't an authority to be obeyed. At its heart, it's a set of principles meant to ensure the survival and safety of all species, regardless of their origin. You told Riker you'd wait until you were needed. You're needed now. We need you.
As much as it pains me to learn the Cartabula has fallen into the hands of the Scions, my services are not up for offer.
You know what? Fine. I felt like walking anyway.
To be chosen as a portal was to give one's entire self to the cause of protecting the Tekon Empire. I left behind everything I know, and now you want me to turn against my own people.
Not technically, no.
Betrayal of my oath, and everything I vowed to protect.
They are killing to come back.
Every Tekon that comes back does so by stealing someone's body. They are killing to come back.
What you call bioforming, we thought of as a marginal science. But if these reborn Tekon plan to restore the Empire, is that a disaster to be avoided? Tekonian technology is so advanced, it could save millions of species currently on the brink of extinction, including your own. And at the price of a small few, think of how the many could benefit. Instead, it sounds as if you are reacting out of fear before you have a full understanding of what's at stake.
Nope.
I don't think you've given this full consideration. You may have more to gain than to lose.
No, you knew bioforming was wrong. You can't do it at the expense of others.
You told me your people didn't use bioforming. That's because you knew it was wrong. Wrong to employ on an individual basis, and surely wrong on a galactic scale.
You are correct. The Takon did not use bioforming on a large scale. That the way these scions are using it would not have been accepted when the Empire still stood. I'm curious to see these scions masquerading as true Takon. So I will go with you, and we shall find them. But when we do, I will judge them myself as a guardian of the Takon, to understand their true intentions, for better or worse.
Alright, well, we are going to suck up a little bit, because technically that is his right.
It's certainly your right to make your own decisions. I won't tell you otherwise.
Very well. I'll return.
Commander!
No, phaser's down, he's fine.
Hold your fire. I'm all right. He's coming with us.
We assumed the worst.
She's perfectly fine. Now then, shall we?
All right. We can beam up your... Do you have any equipment or tools?
Wait for it.
Whoa.
This is all I need.
Just promise me, dude, you're not going to snap your fingers.
Away team +1.
I've seen
Ready
that
to
movie, I
beam
know
up.
how that goes. Alright, well, looks like we got a new crewmate, and I tell you what, I am reasonably happy that he is absolutely 100% scarier than the people we're after. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to be them when we catch up. Although on the lighter side, if anybody is going to actually be able to salvage the love interest and maybe get the Takon out of her head, it's probably going to be that guy. So who knows, our love life might not be in the toilet after all. And on that incredibly optimistic note, as always, I've been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Star Trek Resurgence. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next one.
Yeah.